On any given day, hundreds of people in the city of Portland have no place to go home to. They live on the streets, in fields, or in stands of trees and bushes. To a large degree, they are on their own, but not entirely.
Yeah, there are people who help them, and that help can be the difference between hope and despair, and sometimes even life and death. News Center Maine's Rob Caldwell gives us a closer look.
Before Terry McGuire and Courtney Bass hit the streets, they checked the provisions in their van.
This food we picked up at the Preble Street Resource Hub, and the rest of it we just went and bought.
The rest of the day they spend moving around the city, doing whatever they can to help the homeless.
Can I have a bag of chips?
Yes.
Terry and Courtney are part of what's called the Home Team. They work for Milestone Recovery, a nonprofit in Portland.
You want a sandwich or chips
Can I
or
get some fruit snacks, actually?
Yeah.
I love fruit.
Yeah, go ahead. Take a couple oranges.
For more than 50 years, Milestone Recovery has provided care and services to the homeless and to people with substance use disorders or mental illnesses.
I mean, people are always asking, what do these folks need? Right. I mean, and I always say they need compassion. Right. Like, stop looking at them like there's something wrong.
Terry and Courtney make sure people are relatively safe.
We'll see you soon. See you tomorrow.
They offer rides to shelters, to medical appointments. They hand out food, water, underwear, toilet paper.
Pretty much whatever needed, they really help with. It's the lifesaver, really, when we're hungry.
Courtney has been doing this work for 10 years.
Nobody's in the other 2 tents, but just one on that one.
Oh, okay.
She has an especially close bond with many of the women she helps, women like Kimmy Hart.
She's got a good heart. She's done that for me.
Although the work can be emotionally draining, Courtney says it fits her because she has her own history.
I was an alcoholic, into drugs, couldn't get my act together for the longest time, in and out of jail, ended up living in my car.
She cheers me on when things go good for me, you know, and she cries with me when things are bad.
And there probably aren't too many people who can offer that kind of a shoulder.
No, there's not down here.
The hardest part of the home team's job is dealing with grief.
Anyone else back here?
Many of the people they help will not live long.
We lose people probably every week, and a lot of those people have built pretty good relationships with, so it feels like you're losing, a family member sometimes.
There is, in Portland, an unmistakable divide between the homeless and those who look away from them as they pass by.
It's like one side of the fence or the other. On that side of the fence, it's people, they're bums, and they don't do anything. 90% of the people are just down on their luck. And on this side of the fence, we watch out for each other. We don't have nothing, barely, doing day-by-day work or whatever. But we all take care of each other, look out for each other.
We have people out here living in these tents that are Harvard graduates, that were lawyers, that, one day their mental illness or their bipolar just kind of kicked in, and all of a sudden they find themselves on the streets. So it can happen to anybody. I mean, if you really knew the background of all these folks, you'd be really surprised where they come from.
As for the people standing at an intersection asking for money, the home team says most of them are just trying to get enough to buy a sandwich or a cup of coffee.
Yes, there are people that are standing out there trying to get enough money to get their next fix. But if you understand anything about substance use, if they don't get their next fix, they die. Or they have seizures, so they need that until they can get into a program where they can be monitored as they wean themselves off.
On Commercial Street, in a building still under construction, there is a condominium for sale for $3 million. Across the street, people are sleeping in tents.
I was told by a city official that Portland is no longer a place to live. It's a place to visit. That's their focus. They're focusing on drawing people in. I mean, there was just an article I reposted yesterday on Facebook. We made the top 10 cities to visit again. Yeah, we're a great city to visit, but not a good place to live, and that was stated right in the article. That's sad.
And yet, Terry and Courtney keep doing what they do, inspired by the gratitude they feel every hour.
Thank you again, and thank you for stopping down there. I'll see you guys later.
Have a good one.
Not many of the people they help will have stories with a happy ending, but even small victories matter.
Like sometimes it's a female that just was in a really bad spot, but we were able to, you know, get her to safety and like meet her basic needs and get her somewhere safe. Those are the successes.
Yeah, it's frustrating and sometimes it makes me mad, but in the long run, I just feel like it's the right thing for me to be doing. And I love working with these folks. I just think they're great people. I think they deserve to be treated like humans. And here I am.
Terry says there are two things they hear regularly from the people they help. Two things that touch them deeply. One is, thank you, ladies. The other is, you two are our angels.
No, absolutely not.
That was Rob Caldwell and photojournalist Kirk Craddy reporting.